Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Sunday. Actually, I'm recording this on Saturday night because I'm making Saturday night's dinner. And welcome to the first Sunday in September. In the month of September, we're going to concentrate on some fall foods. I'm looking down because I do have something cooking already. Just 1 second. And I think a lot of other folks are concentrating on fall foods also, because I guess fall is in the air somewhere. It's not here, but somewhere. In fact, I think I read or heard somewhere that somebody, maybe in the Dakotas or somewhere there, is supposed to get snow sometime this week. Now that's a little out of the ordinary, but anyway, anyhow, some people are feeling like fall. So we're going to do some fall foods, and using foods, tonight I'm going to be using an acorn squash. I'm sorry, I'm trying to saute some onions and I don't want them to burn. I'm going to be using an acorn squash, and we're going to be making a recipe called sausage, apple, and spinach stuffed acorn squash. Sounds delish. So I'm going to bring you over to the pan and I'll show you what I've been doing. Hold on there. Okay, here we have 1 large onion sauteing. I put a tablespoon of butter, and we're going to saute that for a little while. Got little pieces of skin in there. There we go. And it calls for a pound of pork sausage. I'm going to use sweet Italian sausage. I think it would have more flavor. And this happens to be turkey sausage. So this is a fairly healthy meal. Now I have taken the acorn squash and I have cut it in half and taken the seeds out. Now you notice I cut them from top to bottom. If you're going to be stuffing them like with something like this kind of stuffing, you want to cut them from top to bottom because you'll have a bigger place to stuff. But if you're going to maybe put just some butter and brown sugar in, then you want to cut them side to side because you'll have a deeper, smaller hole to hold the butter and sugar. So it's said to put these face down in a pan and put them in the oven for about 45 minutes. But I'm going to put them in my microwave, and it should only take about 12 to 15. So let me get these going in the microwave. Now, I have to turn my turntable off. Okay, there we go. So, while that is doing its thing, you want to cook them until they are fork tender when you put a fork to the skin side. So I am going to start with cooking the sausage. And now this is making 4 servings. Each serving is a half of the squash. But I'm going to cook it all because I can always heat one up for lunch and or put one in the... I'm just going up this sausage and now I can open the casing right up. Casings are usually open on one end, so it's really quite easy to get a pair of scissors in there. I was going to move the camera, but my hands are all full of sausage, so I think you can see how easy it is to get the casings off. And this is really the same with any sausage. You see it's open. I don't know if you can see. It's open on this end. So you can put the scissors right in there. And this is a pound of turkey sausage. Now, if this should make too much stuffing, let me just wash my hands. Okay, now if this should make too much stuffing, I will just refrigerate it, put it in a bag. Because I think this would be good to stuff other things with, like a zucchini. And I think you could adjust it according to what you want to have that night. For instance, a zucchini, I think I might add a little tomato sauce with it and add a little cheese on the top. Let me get that started. And of course it's not going to have much fat, it's turkey sausage, so we won't have to worry about draining it. Alright, I'm going to continue. I'm going to add a little garlic and continue cooking this until the sausage is cooked. Calls for 2 cloves. Now, if you wanted to, you could caramelize these onions. And you know, when you caramelize an onion, it makes it a whole lot sweeter. I always caramelize my onions when I'm making onion soup, because you're basically eating a whole bowl of onions. And but I didn't bother to caramelize these today. All right, we'll let this keep cooking, and I will be back when we're ready for the next step. Okay, the next ingredient it calls for is an apple. It says to core and chop. No peeling necessary. Now, I have 2 out here, but it only calls for 1. And I'm going to chop it quite fine. Popping apple everywhere. I think one will be enough by the time you got this, because that's really only half that I've chopped now. Interesting to watch people chop food. I used to make everybody so nervous when I chopped food because I was chopping with my left hand. And it doesn't make any difference what kind of apple. I don't think I'd use a Granny Smith because they're kind of tart. I think you want a little bit of sweetness. So now we're just going to continue cooking this until the apple gets a little bit soft. Now it calls for rosemary and thyme. I'm not going to add that because I'm using Italian sausage, which already has spices in it. Alright, and we have one more item to go in, so I can be getting it ready, and that is 2 cups of spinach chopped. I could have stacked them all up, but this works just fine. My microwave just went off, so I'm going to have to press stop because this particular microwave will not stop talking to you until you stop. I'm going to give us another 6. Whoop. Turntable off. I'm obviously going to have more stuffing than I need because I'm putting more stuff in. Stuff in stuffing. This is slightly more than 2 cups. But it'll go down to nothing. What's everybody's favorite fall food? Well, because you know me, my favorite fall food is anything that doesn't eat me first. Although I'm going to try to be a little bit more healthy this month, and we'll see how that works out. What I'm going to do with these is after I get them stuffed, I'm going to put them under the broiler for about 5 minutes to get the top nice and brown and crispy. Turntable. Smells good. right, let's add the spinach. Handy dandy little scraper. I love these. And actually this came from the Dollar Tree. So you don't have to spend a whole bunches of money on them. Now this does not call for any cheese, but I could certainly see a little bit of Parmesan, or when you're going to broil it, maybe a little mozzarella in the top. Add some salt because turkey sausage is quite bland, and a good bit of pepper. Looking good. And let's give this sausage stuffing a little taste. Sorry, my cell phone was going off, so I stopped to answer it, but that's delicious. Oh, mercy sakes, there goes the other phone. I best go look at it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to get the squash out of the microwave. Okay. Now I am going to be cooking this, broiling it, just a second, in my little toaster oven. So let me just put some oil on this pan. I'll have to shut you off because I have to move the camera. I put the toaster oven over there. So I think what I'm going to do is get these on this pan before I stuff them. And no, that's not the same fork I tried the sausage with. Now I want to give it a good stuffing, because this is a meal. should have cut a little piece off the bottom so that they would stay upright nicely. But I think it'll be all right. And we're not going to have too much stuffing at all. Maybe a spoonful, but I'm going to try to divide it up and get it on here. And I think that's pretty good. All right. Yummy. Okay, I'm going to move you so that I can put the toaster oven over here, and I'll be right back. Okay, there they are in the toaster oven. And I'm going to put it on broil. And I'll just start it at 10, and it won't stay there that long. But these little ones, you have to watch it. I didn't put it up high because I wanted to get a chance to get nice and toasty. So I'm going to leave it in there for about 5 minutes and check on it, and I'll be back when it's ready. There you go. It doesn't really do a whole lot, but I can see the edges of this squash getting a little brown. I don't know that I can get you a taste test. I will try a little bit here because it's very hot. Oh, there I am. Here I am in my glory. Well, pardon me anyway. Wait, let me see if I can get you up a little further. Okay, here I am. Very good. Very, very, very good. I almost double dipped. Anyway, well, it's my dip. I can double dip. Delicious. I'm going to bring you down and give you a last look. While we say our... Oh, look at that. I see what that is out that window. That's my husband's new 85-inch TV. You can see it from most everywhere. I'm going to sell popcorn as they bring up their golf carts for a drive-in movie. So there you go. Acorn squash stuffed with sausage, onion, spinach. Delicious. Give it a try. And it's really healthy. Now, I did look up the points on Weight Watchers. Not that I'm necessarily following Weight Watchers. I may or I may not be, but that's not the focus of my channel. And for the blue, this is 7 points. So that's a pretty good point count for a nice dinner that has a lot of vegetable, fruit, protein. Very good. And you could serve this with some sliced tomatoes and cucumbers, or if you want a carbohydrate, a roll. So there you go. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you Tuesday. Oops, and Tuesday we're going to be working on a Halloween wreath. A bubble. So hop on over on Tuesday and let's see what we can make on our Tuesday craft day. Until then, I hope you all have a great Sunday. Enjoy the day, enjoy the golf match, and stay safe. Play by the rules, keep your distance, wear your mask, and everybody play nice now. Love you. Bye-bye.